All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining. This is the 1:45 p.m. docket on October 14th, 2021. I'm going to call the docket in a few minutes, so please let me know that you're present. But before we do that, I want to make everyone aware that we are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. Okay, I'm going to call the docket and then we'll go over some preliminary instructions. I have Fidel Anderson. Fidel Anderson. Lakethal Arrington. Lakethal Arrington. Okay. Mr. Hagee, I think you're having audio issues. Is that right? I see you. Okay. Dialis Avalos Ibarra. Okay. Jose Contreras.
Here, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Colton Kramer. Colton Kramer. Luis Cruz Paga. Luis Cruz Paga. Ashley Espinosa. Thank you. Judith Garza Willingham. Judith Garza Willingham. William Gonzaba. William Gonzaba.
Is that, Your Honor, is that William Gimbarda?
No, but I have William Gumbarda. Yes. Are you
Okay,
here representing him?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
All right. Very good. Have you had an opportunity to visit with Mr. Dixon, the prosecutor, yet?
No, Your Honor, I have not.
All right. I'm going to send y'all into a breakout room to discuss. Okay.
I have another matter, Mr. Daniel Kellum, also, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. I noted you down for both, Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope I've got Gumbardo on my docket because I don't have it on the one I picked up Monday, Judge. Let me.
Okay. It's William Gumbarda, stop sign violation.
Is it just the one?
Correct.
And what is that fine listed at? I'm sure I could find it. I'm sorry. 235.
Correct. 101 fine and 134 court costs.
Thank you. You want me to go speak with him about Gumbardo?
And Gumbarda and Kellum, please.
Okay. See if I got that one. Okay, I got that one. Thank you, Judge.
Great, thank you. All right, Frederick Gonzalez. Thank you. Thomas Hagee. I see you there, sir, but I don't think you have any audio, right? Okay, Myra, could you send him a message, please? Okay, Jacoy Hempel or Hempel. Okay, I see you there. Yeah, I see you there, sir. Thank you. Marco Hernandez.
Here.
Thank you. Magic Ayor. Thank you, sir. Neil Lloyd. Neil Lloyd. Jose Lopez Aquino. Jose Lopez Aquino. Caleb Martinez. Caleb Martinez. Adrian Mendez. Adrian Mendez. Rebecca Pardo Teo. Rebecca Pardo Teo. Christian Ramos Flores. Christian Ramos Flores. Andres Sanchez.
Here, Judge.
Thank you. I see you there. Erica Valdez. Erica Valdez. Ananda Valles. Ananda Valles. Okay. Sulan Venegas. Sulan Venegas. Alexander Williams. Thank you, sir. Brandon Cepeda. Brandon Cepeda. And then Catherine Flores. Yes,
Right here.
thank you. And Matthew Santa Cruz. Matthew Santa Cruz. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, very good, everyone. Thank you again. All right, as I said, we're going to go in alphabetical order. Some of you may be speaking with the prosecutor, and if that's the case, you will be sent to a breakout room with him. So just look for the pop-up that's going to come up on your screen there that will indicate to click that to go into a breakout room to talk to Mr. Dixon, the prosecutor, okay? Also on the call are 2 court clerks from the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. They will be assisting us today. This is either a pretrial setting for you or an initial appearance docket. This is not a trial docket. So with your initial appearance, I will be asking you how you plead on your case or cases. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you are admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve them today. Okay, that's a plea of no contest. You can also decide to plead not guilty. That means you are contesting the charges. Okay, if that's the case, you will visit with the prosecutor and then we will schedule you for a trial setting. Okay, that you do have a constitutional right to a jury trial if you plead not guilty. If you choose a jury trial, the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a trial by judge. That's called a bench trial or a non-jury trial. That means I would hear the case or another judge in Olmos Park would hear the case. Okay. Again, that trial will not take place today. We will schedule it for a later date and time, but you will have the opportunity today to visit with the prosecutor about your case. All right. Now, most of you are probably here for traffic violations, and if not, you are here either for a Class C misdemeanor or city ordinance violations. Those of you for traffic violations, you are eligible for a defensive driving course or a driving safety course one time every 12 months by state law. All right, there's a court fee that must be paid, and then you will have 90 days to complete the course. You must, however, have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course. If you are under 25 years of age, you must take the driving safety course. If you do not qualify for that option, you may qualify for the deferred disposition option, which is sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period that ranges from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a fee associated with that deferral, and that will vary depending on the case charged as well. And there may be some conditions placed upon you during the deferral period. Perhaps take a course, perform community service hours, maintain insurance, obtain a driver's license, etc. It will vary depending on the charge against you. Okay. However, if you are successful in complying with the terms and completing those requirements during the period of the probation, the case will be closed out and does not appear as a conviction on your record or your driving record. Okay. If you are under 25 years of age, again, if you choose a deferral option, you must take the driving safety course. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the deferred disposition option. Now, some of you may be here for perhaps an equipment violation, broken taillight, expired registration, etc. If you are able to get those items corrected and you have proof that those items were corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal for a minimal fee of $10 to $20. Okay. Now, if you need a payment plan and extension, you're requesting community service hours in lieu of paying the fine, I'll be happy to address those issues here with you momentarily, individually, as we take the cases up in alphabetical order. Okay. And again, I'll be happy to address any questions specific to your case in a few minutes. And again, you may have the opportunity to visit with the prosecutor here shortly, as he is in with someone else at the moment. But when it's your turn, you'll be sent to a breakout room with him. Okay. Thank you for your patience. We're going to get started. And just bear with us as we work through the docket. So first up, I have Dialis Avalos Ibarra.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Let's see here. You have a possession of drug paraphernalia charge. How do you plead?
I'm guilty. Yeah, plead guilty
Okay.
to it.
All right. How did you want to take care of it? Did you want to try to keep it off your record or just pay the fine?
Take it off my record.
Okay. So you're looking at a fee of $301 for a 6-month deferral. All right. And you must take a 4-hour drug awareness course. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you able to pay the $301 in total, or do you need a payment plan?
I need a payment plan because right now, money's kind of on a budget, so a payment plan would be good for me.
Okay. All right. Very good. So $301. Can you pay a $40 payment by next Friday, the 22nd?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So $40 due by the 22nd of this month, which is 1 week from tomorrow. And then
Okay.
you'll be on a deferral for 6 months. You must
Yes, ma'am.
complete the drug awareness course online within that time period and make monthly payments to pay down the balance.
Okay. Well, I just need like not even that long just to like pay the rest off if
Sure.
that's the issue. But right now, money's kind of iffy.
Okay.
And where would I pay the $40 over there at the Olmos court?
At the Olmos
Or
court,
can I
yes.
do it through the phone?
It has to be a minimum of $100 if you're going to do it by phone.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go. Well, yeah, I might end up just doing that, ma'am, because if by
Okay.
next week I'll have the $100 instead of just paying 40.
Okay, very good. If you're able to do that, then you can contact them and they can take that payment over the phone, and then you don't have to go in person. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Otherwise, make sure you stop by, make the $40 payment, and then they'll give you some additional paperwork.
okay, ma'am.
All right. Any questions?
Can I get an email of all the information I'm gonna need?
Do you have the court letter that they sent you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's an email address there. It should say Olmos Park Court. You see that there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you send them an email that has your, from your email address so they have it?
Mm-hmm.
And then once you send them that, they can respond to you with your case information.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So next week I just pay the $40 and then they'll just let me know about the 6-month thing and I'm good. And I just
Right.
keep on paying the monthly
Keep
thing.
keep on making your monthly payments. You can always pay it sooner if you have the money.
Okay, ma'am.
And make sure you take that course, but they'll provide that information once you make your initial payment.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any more questions?
No, ma'am. That's it.
All right. Just make sure you make that initial payment to get started. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have a good afternoon. Take care.
You too. You have a
You're-
blessing.
Thank you. You're free to go.
Judge, I've got agreements on 2 cases
Okay.
with attorney Raul Rodriguez. He's representing 2 individuals.
Got it.
On Lombardo, it's going to be driver safety course. And he'll pay the 144 next week.
Okay.
I don't know if he can pay that online or not. He was asking me, but
That's William Gombarda. Is that
yeah,
correct?
Yes, Your
Gombardo,
Honor.
sorry. I think I said Lombardo. Sorry, I was thinking of
Okay.
Super Bowl, something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Football in the brain. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Myra, is
Yeah.
that something he can pay online or does that need to be paid by check or?
No, he could pay online, but we need the copy of the DA on the insurance.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, if you could send in a copy of his driver's license and insurance or have him do that,
Yes, Your
and then
Honor.
that payment can be made online.
Will do.
All right, very good.
And then
Okay,
he's got another one, Judge. The other one is Daniel Kellum,
okay,
and that's no contest, 30 days deferred, $155 fine due by next week.
by the 22nd.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Rodriguez, is that satisfactory to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So we'll approve that one as well, and then we'll make a note that it's due by next Friday, and you're good to go.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
May I be
excused. Thank you.
excused? Thank you.
Yes, have a great afternoon.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, next up is Jose Contreras.
Right here, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Good, ma'am.
Good. Let's see here. You have a charge for Rand stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right, very good. So I'll have you speak with the prosecutor in a breakout room, okay?
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next up is Ashley Espinosa.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
I would consider no contest. Due to that situation, actually, if I can just point this out real quick, I did pay that information and the registration and everything, I did pay it off. I
Okay,
think I did have somebody call me to say that the only thing I was missing was like a service fee or something like that. And since I wasn't able to get that in on time, the letter that I got for a prior court date
mm-hmm.
didn't come into me until a week after it was already like it already happened because of a change of address that I did prior to
Okay. All right, let's see here. Just checking your file very quickly.
that. No problem. Take your time.
So we do have a receipt for that one. Is that what I'm?
Yes, ma'am. I sent it in, and then they ended up calling me, telling me that the only thing I was missing was a service fee or something like that. And I wasn't able. I think she said it was like only not even $20, and I just didn't get it in on time.
Okay. Do we have a copy of that in the file,
We
Myra or
do,
Valerie?
Judge.
We do?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ma'am, are you able to pay the $20 fee?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right, so go ahead and make that payment and then we'll close it out, okay?
Okay, and
All
I
right, so
can.
pay that by
Sorry.
next Friday, okay?
Okay, and do I just go ahead and pay? Do I do it? Do I actually just go to the courthouse and actually take care of that?
Yes, they're open for business. You can just walk in there and they'll take that payment. It has to be Monday, any day between Monday and Friday, between 8:30 and 4:30, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Frederick Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am. How are you this
Good afternoon,
afternoon?
sir. How are you?
Good, good. And yourself?
I'm doing well. You have a charge here for Rand stop sign. Let's
That's
see.
correct.
And let me make sure here. Had you had an appearance already?
No, ma'am. I went to the
Okay, I see that.
location. Yeah.
Okay. How did you want to plead on this case?
That's where I would need a little bit of advice. I guess it would either be guilty or no contest. Especially when the ticket was issued facing, financial challenges, loss of some income.
Okay, well,
And,
let me stop you very quickly.
Sure.
So if you want to plead guilty or no contest, then we can talk about the case and you can explain the situation and tell me more about your financial situation. If you want to contest the charges by any means, then you would have to plead not guilty and then have that discussion with the prosecutor.
Oh, okay. I meant to say it's either guilty or no contest. So, and essentially it's a financial,
Okay.
issue. So it's like, I was looking for your advice, perhaps if you could help me and advise as to what you would recommend in terms of the least impact, because it was going to be a bit of an impact financially,
Okay, so you'd like to enter a plea of no contest then, is that correct? don't wanna-
if that would
you
help
don't wanna-
with the
okay.
financial,
Okay.
outlay. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So are you currently employed?
I am currently employed.
Okay, is that a full-time position or part-time?
It is a full-time position, and it's a long term that I've been with it. I actually work for the city of San Antonio,
Okay,
but we were actually relying. Well, we had a lot of pots in the fire. We have, two dependent, practically adult children, but one is still relying upon us, heavily for college, and so it was just additional income that we were really relying on. We happened to have like a small rental unit,
Okay.
and it was vacated earlier in the year, and we tried to get someone to occupy it, and it was not working. So that led to trying to change the model of it, and from a long term to a short term, which we did, but we ended up having to basically borrow from our oldest daughter in order to do that. And so anyway, with all of the different challenges in terms of trying to get back on a regular sort of routine, it kind of threw us into a hole. So we, especially at the time that we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but at the time it was going to be a huge impact. So this is why we were going to go that seek leniency or seek some kind of, yeah.
All right, I understand. It sounds like you're making progress, but you still have some ways to go, right?
A little bit, yes. Yeah, we
Okay.
have, yeah.
All right, I appreciate your honesty, sir. Couple of things we could do. One would be the driving safety course. That would be a court fee of $144, but then you would be responsible for paying for the cost of the course, and that those courses begin about $25, and then they go on up. And then you would be required to also obtain a copy of your driving record. And I believe the cost there is between $15 and $20. So you're looking at another, let's say another $45 to $50 on top of the $144. Okay. That's an estimate. Otherwise, we could place you on a deferral. I would set that fee at $185 for a 90-day deferral. And then you could pay that off in payments with an initial payment of $40. And then you could make three payments over those 90 days, one every month, to pay off that balance. The only requirement of you during that time period would be no moving violations.
Sure, certainly. And with the initial payment then and the period of time in which, the balance could be paid, if at such time I'm able to, pay it off earlier, I have that as an option as well.
You could always pay it earlier. The deferral period will run the entirety of the 90 days.
Sure. Oh,
Okay.
I think that sounds, like a great option for,
Okay. So you'd like to move forward with the deferral option with the payment of $185?
I think so. Yes, that would be great.
Okay. Would you be able to make the initial payment within a week's time by next Friday, the 22nd?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's put you down for that. $40 initial payment by 10/22, and then a monthly payment thereafter until it's paid off. Okay.
That sounds good. Thanks.
All right. So no moving violations for those 90 days, and that period will begin once you make that initial payment. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right. Very good. You're welcome. And just make sure you stop by the court to make that payment or mail that information to the court. And then they'll get you started with that paperwork. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Any questions, sir?
Not at this time. Thank you again for your help.
All right. You're very welcome, and best of luck to you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. You're free to go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Judge, I've got an agreement on Jose Contreras.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a no contest plea, 30 days deferred disposition, $155 fine due by 1 week from tomorrow.
Okay. Mr. Contreras? You're on mute, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. So I'll go ahead and approve that, and that'll be due by next Friday, the 22nd. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. Is it Thomas Hagee? You're on mute, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm very unfamiliar with Zoom. Still trying to get
That's
used to it.
okay. That's okay. I'm glad we made it work.
Yes.
All right. So you have two violations here. You have one for Rand stop sign. How do you plead?
I guess no contest. Yeah, no
Okay.
contest.
And then speeding 39 in a 25 mile per hour zone. How do you plead?
Yes, ma'am, it'd be no contest.
Okay. All right. How did you want to take care of these?
I am struggling right now financially. I don't know if there's any way I can make payment arrangements on those. I don't know really what my options are.
Okay.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you looking to try to keep these off your record?
If possible, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking at stop sign violation. The fine on that is $235, and then the speeding violation is $227. That's just paying the fines on both of those.
Okay.
Let's see here. I could place you on a deferral unless you have an interest in taking the driving safety course.
Okay.
Are you currently employed?
I am. Uh-huh.
Is that a
Yes, ma'am.
full-time position or part-time?
It is full-time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Just went recently divorced. I got 3 children, so I'm paying child support on that. So that's why I say it is a struggle, but I can
Sure.
pay them. I just
You
didn't
just
know
need
if
a
there's.
payment plan. Okay,
Yeah.
let's work on a payment plan for you. I can place you on a deferral
Okay.
for both of these to run concurrently.
Okay.
We'll make it a 4-month deferral. Do you think you can pay these off in 4 months?
Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
All right, so we're looking at stop sign violation. We'll make them both $200. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and so it's a $400 total.
Okay.
And initial payment of $40 to get you started.
Okay. Uh-huh.
That would be an initial payment of 40 on each. Are you able to do that?
Okay, so the total of $80 then,
Right.
correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
And
I
could
can
you
do.
could you pay that within a week's time, or do you think you need more time than that to come up with the 80?
I can actually pay it today if I'm able to pay it online. Is that a possibility to do
The
that?
minimum payment online is $100.
Okay,
So,
I can still do that. So I can do $100
okay.
online.
Okay, so we can get you started there, I think, right? Or Myra, does that work? Will that work for him if he's able to do that online?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, sir. So that'll be $100. That will get you started on the deferral, and then 120 days, no moving violations during that time.
Uh-huh.
And then during that time, just make monthly payments to pay down that the rest of the $300 that you'll still owe. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And then upon successful completion, we'll close these out so they do not appear as convictions.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor. I really
All right.
appreciate it.
You're very welcome. If you'll do me a favor and email the court at that
Uh-huh.
email that's listed on that letter,
Okay.
they can send you instructions on how to make that payment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
They'll send you a link to be able to make that initial payment, and then they can forward you some additional paperwork related to your deferral.
Okay. Okay. That sounds great. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Very good. You're
Okay.
very welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. You too.
All right. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye now. All right. We have Jacoy Hempel.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm finding yourself.
Good, good. Let's see here. You have failure to dim headlights. How do you plead?
No contest.
Driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
No contest.
And then failure to maintain insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right, sir. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor about all 3 of these. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. You'll go into a breakout with him shortly. All right. Next up, I have Marco Hernandez.
Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Let's see here. All right. You have a charge for display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
No contest.
Did you get it corrected?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you or have you provided proof to the court yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see here. Do we have that, Myra, somewhere?
No, ma'am. When did you submit it?
Sent it like last week, I believe.
Okay.
Did you send it by email?
Yes, ma'am.
Try to track it down, sir.
For sure. Could I share my screen? Would that work or?
If you could just resend it,
For sure.
could you email it to almosparkcourt@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
We got it, Judge. On the email.
Could you forward that to me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Should be in your email, Judge.
Just came through. Thank you. Okay, sir. I've taken a look at it and you qualify for the $20 compliance fee. So just make sure you make that payment to the court within the next week and we'll close it out for you, okay?
For sure. Appreciate it.
All right, you're free to go. Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Thank you. Next up is Magic Ayor.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Is that how you pronounce your last name?
It's Iore.
Say it again.
It's Iore.
Iore? Okay, my apologies.
okay.
Let's see here. You have a charge for speeding 35 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead on that case?
Guilty.
Okay, and how did you want to take care of it?
So Your Honor, I actually had a later prior court date, and I had called because I don't live in Texas. I was in Fort Sam for training in
Okay.
the Army. So I had called and said, hey, I'm not available because I'm in training to come to court. And then I was told all I had to do was register for the driver's training, send that in,
Mm-hmm.
because I was trying to also record, and I was going to get a receipt to pay $144.
Okay, so
I
you wanted
never
to
got.
take the course. Okay.
Yeah, I registered for the course and everything. I never got the receipt because I think my email went to spam. So when I called back,
Oh, okay.
they told me that's your email, but it went to spam. So
Okay.
that's what happened.
All right. So you haven't paid anything yet, is that correct?
Negative. Yeah, I have not paid anything yet. Right now I'm
Okay.
in Germany, so I can't physically come.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So you're in the military. You received this when you were in Texas for training. So you don't have a Texas driver's license. I'm looking here. It looks like you have a North Carolina license. Is that right?
That is right.
All right. All right. Let me check something here. Myra, why are court costs 184 on this one? Is there a
Judge,
warrant fee?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So warrant fee. All right. So without that, it'd be 134, and we're looking at a fine of 215. Is
It'd
that
be
right?
144, Judge.
144, but then total fine would be total fine and court cost would be 215.
Let me make sure. Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mr. Iori? All right.
Yes,
Do
Your
you,
Honor.
do you really want to take the course, or would you rather have a deferral and I can work with you on the fee? It would still serve the same purpose and keep it off your record.
I would take the second option, Your Honor, that you
Okay.
just said.
All right. So I'm going to reduce that to 165 for you. It'll be a 90-day deferral. You're in Germany, so there's no chance that you'll receive a moving violation in Texas. So I'm guessing, right? So 90 days, no moving violations. And after that 90-day period, we'll close out that case. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me ask you on the 165, is that something you're able to pay in full, or do you need a payment plan?
I can pay it in full, Your Honor.
All right. And when are you able to do that?
I would say I'm trying to get my family moved here. So I would say by the end of the month, I can do that.
Okay. So I'm going to give you until November 9th to pay that off. Okay.
Okay.
And if you have it before then, just contact the court and they can take that payment and process that for you. Okay.
That sounds good. Do I, as far as payment, I just call, or do I do like an online, or is there, how does that work?
They can assist you by making that payment online. Just contact the court either by phone or by email. Just respond to that email on that paperwork, almostparkcourt@gmail.com.
Okay.
And they can give you further instructions on how to make that payment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You're very welcome. And thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
My free.
You're free to go. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, next up is Andres Sanchez.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see here. You have a charge for failure to drive in a single lane. How did you want to plead on that case?
Not guilty.
Yes, sir. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon, here shortly. So look for a pop-up on your screen there when he's available, okay? Great, thank you. Thank you. Next up then is Alexander Williams. Mr. Williams, how are you?
Fine, ma'am. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. Let's see here. Speeding, 60 and a 30. How do you plead on that one?
I plead guilty.
Okay. Disregard, no passing zone. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay. And then driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Well, that was a busy day for you there. You got 3.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. What's the status of the driver's license?
Well, honestly, ma'am, it's been suspended since 2017.
Okay.
Since then, it's a lot of minor things that have been coming up, like jail time. I really just did like a year in jail. I'm out on bond right now. I'm awaiting trial. I can, the list goes on, ma'am. I'm not trying to
Okay.
hold you up all day, but more or less I've been postponing for a lot of reasons.
Okay. So you have some
yeah.
other charges pending, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, what were you looking to do on these?
Well, hearing all your options and me just point blank telling you I'm guilty, the best thing that'll work for me right now, because I'm also just got put on child support like 6 months ago. And that took some real hump up out of my income. I don't know what's available, but I know I'll be available for, I can do a payment plan, and I can also, if it will help, like community service.
If you want to do community service, I'll assign you some hours and you can take care of it that way.
And that's fine, ma'am, because I'm employed currently, and I can work it out whichever way. But yeah, community service would be fine.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do then. Let me add this up for you, and we can have you assigned to the community service hours and get you started on that. Okay. Let's see here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see here. So I can have you do 22 hours on the speeding, 18 on the no passing zone, and then 24 hours on the driving while license suspended. You complete those hours, we close them out, okay? They would be
Okay.
convictions on your record, but you're telling me that your license is already suspended, so it'll just add on to that list, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now do you have,
I'm sorry. I was going to ask you a question pertaining to it, but I'm listening to you though, ma'am.
okay, so you can complete these hours at any nonprofit organization in Bear County. I'm not going to assign you a place to do them, okay? You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
pick the place as long as it's a nonprofit. So it could be a shelter, it could be a food kitchen, it could be a food bank, Goodwill, a church, up to you, sir, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So if there's a place near your home or in your neighborhood that you're familiar with that you can go to, go ahead and go there and contact them to see if they'll take volunteers, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Would I have to have pick up some type of sheet paperwork?
Yeah, yes, you're correct. You can either pick it up at the courthouse, or if you have an email address, if you'll email the court, they can forward that to you and you can print it out at home.
Okay. That's
All
fine.
right. So
Yes,
it's a
ma'am.
timesheet that you present to the place where you go,
Mhm.
and then they fill it out with the hours you worked and they sign it for us. So once we have proof that you completed it, then we close out the cases, okay?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So just to be clear, in lieu of paying the fines, you're completing the community service hours. They will be convictions on your record, but the community service hours will close out these cases.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
And I'm
ma'am.
going to give you 120 days to take care of this. It's 4 months. You should be able to take care of that within that time period. Okay.
Definitely. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. If you have any difficulty for any reason, contact the court and they will schedule you for another hearing with me so we can discuss the status. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome. Any other questions before you go?
That'll be it.
All right. Just make sure you either stop by and pick that paperwork up or email the court so they have your email address to send that to you. Okay.
Okay. I'm off today, so I'll head down there now.
All right. Very good. All right. Well,
All right.
best of luck to you, sir.
Okay.
Take care now.
You too.
Thanks. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Hemp Hill, I have an agreement. On the failure to dim headlights, it's a no contest plea, 180 days deferred disposition, and a fine of $385.40.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna dismiss the other two if he pays 80 on each one. And he can put $100 down next week and he'll need a payment plan for the balance. I advised him that he would still have an Omni hold. But I can tell from speaking with him, he is working very diligently to get his CDL just as soon as possible. So I think he's gonna get this done as fast as he can.
All right, very good. Mr. Hemphill?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so it sounds like you were able to work out some plea bargain with the prosecutor. Is that correct?
That is completely correct. And I greatly appreciate y'all working with me.
All right, you're very welcome. So I'm assuming you are in agreement with that and you're ready to move forward with that. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and approve that. Once you make that initial payment, then we'll place you on a payment plan. The deferral will begin, and once you've paid off the fees, then we'll lift those holds, okay?
So once I pay off everything, I mean, yeah, once I pay the, what is it, 540, 45, I'll, the Omni will be lifted, correct?
Correct, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Best of luck to you getting that driver's license, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I really do appreciate y'all.
All right, once you make that payment, they're gonna give you some additional paperwork and also give you details on when to make those payments, okay?
Yes, ma'am, thank y'all again.
All right, y'all have a good day. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Dixon, you have Mr. Sanchez.
All right, Judge, thank you. I'll visit with him in the breakout room.
Thank you. Let's see here. Next up, I have Catherine Flores.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just to confirm, you're under the age of 25, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. So you have a charge here for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
I plead guilty to that.
You also have a charge here for driving under the influence by a minor. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. All right. I'm going to have you visit with the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon, here in a few minutes once he's finished speaking with the other gentleman. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And then we had someone join phone number 019. If you could press *6 and let me know your name, please. Phone number ending in 019. Please press *6 to unmute. What is your name?
Matthew Santa Cruz.
Matthew, you have a charge here for ran stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, hang on a few minutes and you'll be speaking with the prosecutor, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hang on the line. Myra, I'm going to call the docket again. This is the docket for 1:45 p.m. on October 14th, 2021. Fidel Anderson Jr., Fidel Anderson Jr., Laethal Arrington, Laethal Arrington, Colton Kramer, Colton Kramer, Luis Cruz Paga, Luis Cruz Paga, Judith Garza Willingham, Judith Garza Willingham, William Gonzaga III, William Gonzaga III, Neil Lloyd, Neil Lloyd, Jose Lopez Aquino, Jose Lopez Aquino, Caleb Martinez, Caleb Martinez, Adrian Mendez, Adrian Mendez, Rebecca Pardo Teo, Rebecca Pardo Teo, Christian Ramos Flores, Christian Ramos Flores, Erica Valdez, Erica Valdez, Ananda Baez, Ananda Baez, Sulen Venegas, Sulen Venegas, and Brandon Cepeda, Brandon Cepeda.
On Mr. Sanchez, can I find out, are there any warrant or omni fees on his case?
Let me check for you, Frank.
Okay,
Election.
I get confused. I know we've kind of,
I think it's just
Uh,
collection fees, but
right, I know we've kind of done a little of this and a little of that. I didn't want, I'm gonna do a warning, but I was trying to find out if there were any either.
It's just
omni-
collection fees, Frank.
Just collection fees. Okay. All right, I'm gonna make that one a warning, Judge.
okay.
What's that? That means it's zero, Sanchez, Mr. Sanchez, okay?
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
Okay,
All
All
right.
right.
okay.
All right. Mr. Sanchez, he's going to move for a dismissal. So your case will be closed out and you're free to go.
Thank you. All right. Yeah,
All
have
right.
a good day, guys.
All right. You do the same. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Dixon, you have Catherine Flores, and then you have Matthew Santa Cruz, and they're both from the 8:45 docket this morning.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll talk to Miss Flores here, I guess.
Yes, thank you.
All right, I've got an agreement on Ms. Flores, Judge.
Okay,
On the drug paraphernalia, it's a no contest plea, 180 days deferred disposition, $481 fine with a payment plan and $80 down by 1 week from tomorrow. And then if she completes that, I'll dismiss the other one.
that was the possession of drug paraphernalia, 481, 180 days deferred, you said?
Yes, Judge. And $80 down on the payment plan.
Okay,
And then
And that's gonna
dismiss the
be-
other one if she complies with all that,
that's gonna be paid when?
by 1 week from tomorrow. And they did suspend her, take her license, by the way, so she's dealing with a license suspension on top of all this.
Okay, Ms. Flores, I'm gonna go ahead and accept that with one additional condition. Okay, I'm gonna add a 4-hour drug awareness course that you can complete online.
Okay.
All right. So that would be 481 for a deferral fee, 180-day deferral. And then an $80 initial payment due by the 22nd of this month. You'll have a payment plan that you'll be making monthly payments for the 6-month period. And then also complete the drug awareness course within that 6-month period as well. Okay, upon successful completion, the prosecutor will move for a dismissal on the other charge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. We'll go ahead and process that. Make sure you contact the court by next Friday, either in person or by email or over the phone to make that initial payment, and we'll get you started, okay?
All right, thank y'all.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you. All right, next up then you have Mr. Santa Cruz.
All right, thank you, Judge. I'll go speak with him.
Thank you.
Judge. On Magic, was it 165 total? Magic, the ivory? Ivory?
Uh, $165 total for the speeding.
Deferral?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
90-day deferral. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. I'm getting used to looking at dockets. Let me make sure I have the right ones. Looks like I'm
Oh, back and forth, right? Yeah.
looking at something important here. Like, oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Santa Cruz, is he back yet or not? I guess not.
There he is.
Yeah, he is. Okay, Judge, I'm gonna do a 90-day reset and request the video on that one. That's what that's for. So that
Okay.
would be, I guess let's see, this is October, November, that'd be the January, whatever that is.
Oh, yeah, January.
Looks like it's gonna be,
Is that going to be the 9th
third.
hour or the 16th? I'm sorry, never mind. The 6th or the
The 13th.
13th?
Yes, ma'am.
and he's got a Texas license now, not for what it's worth, he told me, but anyway, I just saw that on the docket. It said Washington license, not that it matters,
Okay,
but he does have one now.
so that would be 1/13/2022. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Santa Cruz.
Yes.
Okay, so the prosecutor has requested a 90-day reset in order to request and review the video, okay?
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. You're free to go and you'll get a notice for the next setting, okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That concludes the 145 docket.
Okay.
All right, sorry, I was making sure I didn't lose track of what I'm supposed to follow up on before I forget.
No, that's okay. So we are